If you're trying to set up an FAQ section that has questions and answers that are unique to each product on your store, this video is for you. We're going to be using Metafields and Metaobjects. You don't need to write any code and you don't need to use any apps. Now, if you're using Dawn-based themes or Shopify 2.0 themes, it's going to be fairly straightforward. Just follow basically the first half of this video. However, if you are on the new Horizon generation of themes, it's going to be a bit more difficult because those themes are lacking a critical feature that we need. Anyway, if you're using Horizon, then the second and later part of this video is for you. All right, so here we are on my demo store on the product page. First thing I'll do is add a collapsible content section. That's what it's called in Dawn. But most themes have this kind of section. It might be called accordion or it might be called FAQ. But I'm just going to add the section to the page first. And here we have a bunch of collapsible rows, right? Just as an example, I will add some content to the first one. Where are your snowboards made? The answer is they're made in Canada. So let's save that. And as you can see, I'm on my default product template, which all of my products are using. I'm selling cakes. Let's check out this New York cheesecake. And we've got the same FAQ here. Where are your snowboards made? So we want to make this dynamic, right? So for that, we're going to use a metafield on our products, and it's going to output FAQs that we are going to store inside a Metaobject. I know that sounds complicated, but it's not that hard actually. First thing you want to do is go to content. And then in Metaobjects, we're going to add a definition. We're going to create a new type of Metaobject. So add definition, and we're going to call this FAQs. You might also want to call this something like store FAQs or like the name of your shop FAQs. Basically, this is going to store all of the FAQs for your entire shop. Okay, not for each product. It's going to be a list of all the FAQs. And then we're going to assign them to each product in the next step. All we need is a question and an answer, right? So the question is going to be a single line of text usually, and then the answer is going to be a rich text field, right? So it mimics the structure that we have here. We have the heading, which is a single line of text, and then we have this rich text field. You see bold, italic, and all of that. That's a rich text. So we're going to save that. Close that, and now we can start adding entries. So now under content Metaobjects, you'll see that you have a custom meta object called FAQs. When you go into that, you will be able to start adding entries. What is an entry? An entry is one FAQ item in our case, right? So when I add entry, there will be a question and an answer. Pretty simple. So again, I'm going to paste in my question and my answer like so. We're going to save that. And now we have, in our entries, we have one FAQ item, right? And then I'll continue doing that for all the different FAQs for my store. As I showed you, we have the New York cheesecake. And let's say for the New York cheesecake, we have a completely different set of FAQs. I'll just create one. So we've got, are your cakes gluten-free? No, our cakes are full of gluten. So save that. Let's go back to entries. And as you can see, we have two FAQs which are intended for completely different products. So how do we now assign these FAQs to the appropriate products? We're going to use a metafield on each product, okay? And that metafield is going to store those FAQs that are relevant to that product. So here I'm going to go into the New York cheesecake product. I want to add a metafield down here where I can select which FAQs apply to this product. So let's create the metafield first. I'm going to settings, metafields and Metaobjects, and then go to products. And I will add a definition, and this is going to be also called FAQs. That's why I suggested calling the previous one maybe store FAQs. Maybe you can call this one product FAQs if that makes more sense to you. And the type is going to be a meta object, and we're going to select that FAQs meta object that we created already with those two entries. Except we don't want one, but we want a list of entries because we will have multiple FAQs to select for each product, right? That's all you need to do. You can ignore all the rest here. Let's save. Now when you come back to the New York cheesecake product page, scroll down and you'll see that we have a metafield called product FAQs. When we click in here, we will see all our entries that we created in that meta object. And so now I'm simply going to select the ones that apply to this product and I'll save. And on my snowboard page, I'll do the same. We have this new metafield now, product FAQs, and I'll click here and I'll select that this FAQ applies to this product. This is what I want to show up for this product. Save. And now back in my theme editor, I just want to refresh. And so now we're looking at the FAQs. We've got this hard-coded, we've got a certain set number of blocks, right? Which doesn't work for us because the number of blocks should be as many as there are questions which apply to this product. So luckily we have this feature called repeating blocks, and you'll have this in Dawn, you have this in most Shopify 2.0 themes, but unfortunately not in Horizon generation themes. What I'm going to do is just click on the first collapsible row and then click here on Connect Dynamic Source. Not on an actual field, but we're clicking at the top here, and you won't see this in Horizon. You'll only see this in slightly older themes. Connect Dynamic Source, and now we can select that product FAQs metafield. What we're seeing here is metafields that have a list, and it's going to iterate over that list. It's going to loop over that list. So as soon as I select that, it should pre-fill automatically the relevant fields, right? So question goes here, answer goes here, and you see this repeating icon. And as you can see, the rest of the rows have disappeared. All we have is this repeating icon here and one row. And now even when I add more FAQs about cakes, we will still only see one row like this. So I'll go back to content, Metaobjects, entries, and I'm going to add a new entry. Then I'll go back to my New York cheesecake product page. And remember, I want to add that entry to the product. So are your cakes gluten-free? We also have, are your cakes delicious? And now I'll simply refresh here in the editor so that you can see that new entry is going to appear, but we still only have one collapsible row here, which is with that repeater, right? And if we visit our snowboards product page, then as you can see, we only have that one FAQ, which we applied to the snowboard product. So that's the way to set up unique FAQs for each product in Dawn, in Shopify 2.0 themes, and the majority of themes that people are using currently in 2026. Now the rest of the video will be for anyone who is using Horizon generation themes. That is any of the free Shopify themes that are listed on this page, as well as any third-party themes that are using the new theme block structure, which allows for multiple levels of nested blocks. If you are using one of these themes, then unfortunately you don't have access to the repeating block functions that I talked about. We do have the FAQ section here in Horizon, but there is no way for me to click on the first accordion row and to somehow repeat that row based on the Metaobject data as I was showing you in Dawn. And that's because these themes are just built completely differently. The lack of the block repeater feature is actually a real problem that people have already been discussing on the Shopify forums. And someone from Shopify has commented that indeed, these are not in Horizon yet. We know it's a gap and they're investigating bringing it to Horizon. However, this comment was made in August 2025 and I'm recording this video now in February 2026 and we still don't have the repeating blocks in Horizon. So what are our alternatives? So the first and most obvious solution is to use an app. Surprisingly, I didn't find many apps that could actually do what I wanted, which was to create a group of FAQs and then be able to assign them to specific products. Store FAQ is probably the only app that actually did what I wanted. However, many of you are watching my channel because you don't like to use apps too much. Apps have certain problems as well. Of course, they load extra code that slow down your store. Of course, you need to pay a monthly fee to use the app. And also the design can often stand out. Something I didn't really like about this app was that I could not make it look like a native section of Horizon theme. So what are some other options? You could hire a developer to build you a custom section or a custom block that allows you to dynamically generate those FAQs. I've actually done this already. I created a dynamic FAQ block here. It looks exactly like the built-in FAQ section that we have in Horizon theme, the default FAQ section. However, it's just the accordion section and then the rows are automatically generated based on that meta object that we were previously using in Dawn. As you can see, I'm on the New York cheesecake and it's showing me the cake FAQs. And if I go to snowboards now, you'll see the snowboard content. The way this works is actually very simple, and there's just a tiny change that you need to make. So here I'm going into content and meta objects. This is the meta object that we set up for Dawn. And the only thing that I did differently is when we go manage definition here, we have the question and the answer as we have for Dawn, but I added one extra field, and this will say products. And this is going to be a list of products. And now you don't need to go to your products and use the metafields. All you do is go into the meta object entry itself. So we have the "Are your cakes gluten-free?" question. And here you'll see 3 fields. We have the question, the answer, and then a list of products that this applies to. That's all there is to it. This list of products is the products on which you will see this FAQ appear. And I'm thinking that the next upgrade to this might be to create a collections field so that you can apply it to products in bulk. But anyway, this block that I've built will be available on my store, shop.ed.codes. And it's a great alternative to an app or to hiring a developer. You could also have a go at generating the block yourself with AI, but it is likely that you'll spend a lot of time troubleshooting and making sure that the block works properly. Installing the code for the block is also very simple. When you purchase it, you'll get access to a Notion file like this. Scroll down a little bit and copy all of the code from here. And then in your Shopify admin, click on the 3 dots here, click on edit code to open up the code editor window. And inside your blocks folder, you just want to right click here on the folder and click add a new file, and then name it something like edfaq.liquid. Doesn't have to be ed, you can change that to your name or to your company name to make it obvious that you added this file yourself and that it's not part of your theme. Hit enter, and then we're simply going to paste all the code in here and save. That's all you need to do. And at this point, you should be able to find the block. When you click add block, it will be in your list of blocks under the custom header like this. It's called dynamic FAQ. It has this lightning bolt. You can add it inside of other sections, or if you want it full width, as I have done, then just make sure that you create a custom section first. So add section, custom section, like so. And then inside that custom section, you can add the block. The link will be in the description. So guys, I hope you found that video useful. Please leave a like if you did. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And if you want my personal advice, I'm also available for consultations. Just check out my website, ed.codes, and go to the services page and contact me there. Have a nice day, guys. See you next time.